stars on the show. Looking forward to getting into
good-looking faces on your screen right now.
Yeah, well, sorry, people at home. Really screen off and listen. Yeah, so Matt from SMWS, John from Whiskey Wayfarers as well, and then Matt's, what did we call it before, Matt? Your groupies.
Groupies.
Yeah, and Seamus from One Drop, which I'm looking forward to learning your skills about what you're doing there, mate. It's been a while since I've visited. You just walk around? I walked around the brewery the other day, and it was just like walking around and smelling just smoothies all day.
Yeah, like that.
So everyone at home, we're going to be going through the first can of Voodoo Charm and the first 2 drams, which will be the Harmoniously Balanced, and our B5, which is what is that? That's exclusive, yeah. And then Matt, you can tell them about the distilleries. We kind of had a prelude into this, and there we go. Boom, that's the one. Yep, that's fuller than my bottle. All right, so Matt, once again, thanks so much for putting this together. It's been been fun working with SMWS, and we'll continue to do so whether you like it or not. But
I appreciate that.
I'm just going to crack the can and pour it while you start talking about the whiskies, and we'll start with that.
Yeah, I've started with a different one drop, but it's all one drop tonight. I'm going with the Quantum Era Lodo Czech Pilsner. Only because I saw Czech Pilsner, and that's just one of my favorite styles of beer, like a Vienna Lager or a Czech Pilsner. I've been drinking so much Pilsner Urquell lately, and I don't know why. I think I'm just going back into a phase of Pilsners and I was like, this is great.
It's a step up from VB, which you were raving on about last chat we had, mate. So
don't remember talking about that, mate. I don't remember that conversation. But anyway,
we've got video footage.
Mate, VB is a great beer. Okay, I'll say it again. Fine, I'll admit. So look for your audience to know. I mean, I have been accused before of being quite a connoisseur of what I like to call shit beer and fancy whiskey, and I think that's a good combo to have. Even so much so, look, I'm even using fancy glassware for my beer as well. It's like we're going all the way tonight. It's so good to work with you. This first whiskey, I'll tell you a bit more about the society as we go along, but this first whiskey is one that we're very excited by. We've got a chance to share around with members, which was 26.228 Harmoniously Balanced. And Ray messaged me and said, "Ooh, can we do that one?" I was like, I can tuck some aside for you. There's very little of this to go around. This one vanished off the website, and rightly so. It's mid-50% single cask, 14-year-old Klein Leash. Now, we don't normally say the distillery names at the SMWS, but I'll make an exception for Wayfarers tonight. Just to give you context as to what we're doing. Mate, whiskey's my jam. Is my Bailey fan club treasurer. You know what? It's a surefire way to go broke, mate. You don't want to be my treasurer. It's you can be a treasurer, accountant, and bookkeeper in one. I promise you, it's a nightmare. Actually, Corey, you're taking that role as well, by the way. Sorry, I meant to mention. Thanks, mate.
I don't want to do accounting.
So, yes, a 14-year-old single cask from the Highlands in our Juicy Oak and Vanilla. Now, we predominantly bottle single cask at SMWS. And I mean, if it's not single cask, it's cask into cask. It's single cask maturation throughout the whole journey. Scott, mate. Throw me off my game. It's there's a reason it's called VB. It stands for very best. No, look.
No, it doesn't.
Said no one ever.
What game do you have in the first place as well? What game is he possibly throwing you off?
So harsh, Jarvis. So harsh. Yeah, look, it's predominantly single cask or cask into cask, or sometimes it's 2 into 1, or sometimes it's heresy. We do all sorts of range, as many of you know. Many of you are already members, which is great to see. But we're running this very special sort of like membership offer through Wayfarers as well, along with this lovely B5 that we're going to get to shortly. But have we all poured that? 26 at the moment?
Yes, I had a nice little sip of it already. I cheated, I think, maybe.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I forgot
There you
about
go.
it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, there we go. But yeah, it's we're really lucky to get sort of an allocation of this and to be able to share it around. It says in the bottle on the full size bottle, Ray. I think you got a couple of those, didn't you? You got very lucky. Well,
Yeah,
here we go.
we've got one left on the side. I
Corey,
think.
you're onto it. Look at this.
Yeah.
So it's only 268 bottles. Now it sounds like a lot of bottles when you think about it, but it's not. It's I keep moving around on the screen. My screen keeps moving.
Oh, because people keep ducking in and out.
Oh no, yeah, I got it. It's all good. I worked it out.
But I'm happy to know that you're watching yourself.
No, I was trying to see where I was talking from, so I could see you guys. I'll look straight ahead instead. There we go. But yeah, it was one of 268 bottles, but that's worldwide.
Yeah,
and people often look at that and go, "Oh, 268 bottles. That's the whole cask." It's like, first of all, it's a generous hogshead after 14 years, but it's also about average, just about average almost. But it's also in Australia it'd be great if we get 24, 36, 42 of those bottles or something like that. But that's kind of what we love most is that sort of breadth and spread of offering that we have for members every month, and we still release somewhere between 12 to 17 new single casks every month, which is a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Ray, what are your thoughts?
It's delicious. I just love just on the nose, like always for me. It's kind of the same when you get a beautiful bourbon cask like this. Just that creme brulee, just always love it. Nice. It's nice and silky as well in the palate, nice and thick.
Yeah, there's a tasting note that's synonymous with 26s or this distillery, or if we want to say the word, which is often that sort of waxy jacket and snuffed candle sort of thing going on, which is I think this one sort of has that as well. And there's this sort of like what do you call it, like very sort of just the slightest wisp of smoke in that one.
The tasty notes on the bottle are awesome. So floral aromas next to honeysuckle are followed by old-fashioned lemonade and honeydew melon. Water adds to page. What is that even a word? I'm kidding. And malted buttermilk biscuits.
You're learning new words tonight, Ray.
Every day. I forget them. I relearn English at the start of every morning. And obviously, by the end of the day, not real well.
No.
I always get, or quite often get from the 26 is Wrigley's Wrigley's chewing gum or PK's.
Oh, really? Yeah.
How long has it been since you had a PK? That story of the funk, Matt, you'll tell us. This whiskey's now too clean.
Putting the funk back in. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know why I get like so much like fresh tobacco in there as well. I'm not sure. It sort of eased off after the first couple of whiffs. Sort of very fruity though on the nose for me.
Yeah, it's good.
It's definitely like when you're saying the fresh tobacco, you mean like a pouch of like roll your own.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. I get that. I can see that.
Anyone have a beer pairing yet? You definitely have to have the whiskey after the beer. Just saying.
It's
really good.
It was wild when you pour it. Actually, almost started off like, oh yeah, there's no head, and then it just kept on going, kept on exploding out the glass.
And now I need a spoon.
I was knocking up a bit of a mess here. I'm not sure if anyone noticed.
We might get Seamus jump in there to tell us a little bit about this BA before we get on to the bourbon.
Yeah. Let me just pour it out.
It's literally a meal. So if
Yeah,
you didn't have dinner, you're good.
That color is something.
I actually skipped dinner to allow me to have these 1-drop cans.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You've ticked the box there, mate.
Full responsibility,
looks like
okay?
It looks like it, Jarvis.
Seamus has got a schooner.
Yeah. So this is it's basically one of our classic smoothie sours. So it's a Berliner Weiss sour base, and then we throw a lot of crazy shit in there, basically. So this one has, I think this one's called Ice Cream. Where were we going? So the main flavor is loquat, which was a bit of a. Ooh, I'm overflowing.
Love it.
Yeah, which yeah, they tend to do that. They sort of bubble up and go everywhere, which is part of the fun, really. So yeah, loquat, which is it's sort of like a stone fruit, I think from Asia, and then yeah, basically we'll mix it with like coconut cream in this one to get that like crazy creamy texture. Sometimes we use like ice cream mix and things like that, and then
So,
like a lot of
I was going to ask,
banana.
you said ice cream before. You actually put ice cream into it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
And
yeah,
how much ice cream is that, sir, that you put into it? I'm intrigued.
it just depends really on the texture we're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think
this one was about
sometimes-
27 buckets of bitters because it's quite thick.
Yeah. Well, this is all coconut cream, I think, in this one, which is a fun day of opening up a lot of boxes of coconut cream and pouring them into the beer. But yeah, it's super, like an interesting flavor. Oh, my one's gone everywhere now. Look at that.
At what point do they? At what point do you add that? At what point in the making of that beer are you adding that?
Yeah.
So, it's all getting added to the finished beer. So we brew the sour, sour it, ferment it, and then get it into the bright tank, and then basically it's drinkable. Then it's ready to go. But that's when we sort of throw all the extra stuff in. So yeah, it's an interesting process. Yeah, we sort of have different ways of adding different things. When you're doing drums of banana puree, you have to sort of pump them in directly from the drum. You can't really add that through the top of the fermenter. But then, yeah, other things like if we wanted a bit more like acid or something like that, we could add it with a dosing keg. We have to like mix these as well. So we use like a centrifugal pump to pump the beer around in the tank to mix it all up. Otherwise, the fruit and the beer will sort of separate. So yeah, it's a bit of a full-on process. But it's sort of quite, it's fun in a way to see how it ends up, and then try and dial in the flavors by adding little we can put in different kinds of acid to change the flavor profile. Just this one's not super acidy, so I don't think we did much with this one. And the beer is a sour anyway, so it's already got quite a low pH. It's pretty much ready for that fruity goodness to get in there. But yeah,
Sounds like something that would happen if Jarvis had a bottle of Stag and was allowed near a brewery. But I'm sure there's more science to it. What goes into the decision-making process around what you're putting together here?
It was a lot of trial and error. I've only worked there for about 9 months now. Obviously, been going since 2019. So Nick, the head brewer previously, and Carl, who's now the head brewer, basically just did a lot of experimenting, putting weird things in beer and seeing if it worked, and sort of came up with sort of fairly tried and true methods of like things that will work and things that won't. So we've got it down pat now pretty well to like know that what kind of what fruit you want to add as the puree versus a concentrate, or like the ratios of banana to which is quite thick, obviously, to say if you're doing pineapple or something like that, to make sure the flavor balances out and you get everything coming through. Obviously, there's a danger of you might put a whole bunch of something in and you don't taste it at all. So yeah, it was a long process, and luckily, by the time I started working there, it had sort of mostly been worked out. So now we're just sort of refining everything.
So with a standard lager in that, Seamus, you've got plenty of spent grain and everything afterwards and everything. What's the spent grain, if you will, after this mix? I mean, and what do you do with it? Like,
Oh, I mean, like the from the beer, it's exactly the same. It's you still get multi-grain. I mean, but when we put the fruit in, it all goes in basically. I mean, we're not mashing our own bananas and throwing the banana peels away. We get the bananas in big drums pureed, and we'll get like fruit concentrates ready to go. So pretty much everything goes in, and then you just throw the packaging away. Yeah, it's a bit different. Like we've started doing a lot of stouts obviously for winter. So with those, we're doing more adding things in the boil, for example, like cacao nibs, cake mix, things like that. And that's obviously you don't carry that through on into the beer, so you do have to throw out a whole bunch of cacao nibs and try and get sludgy cake mix out of the bottom of the kettle.
what's your go-to cake mix, mate?
I think it's whatever's cheapest.
Sticky bait pudding.
So yeah,
I've always
Sarah
loved
Lee, I think.
What do you do with the beers that don't work? Like, have you made some of that have just not worked?
I mean, I think ironically those ones tend to sell the best. The ones that we think aren't very good at all. I remember the first stout they did when I started was like tasting delicious, and then they added a whole bunch of banana to it, and I thought, oh, this tastes terrible now, but it sold out like within a week, I think.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Yeah, there's sort of a difference between what we think is good as brewers versus what the people who want to buy our beer think is good. So, a lot of the time it's like, we kind of have to put our own preconceived ideas of what we like as beer aside and go, oh, okay, well, this is what the customers are saying that they like, and we're trying to, match their palates rather than ours.
Mm.
Yep. Makes sense.
Bugger them. Make stuff you like.
Yeah, well, then it'd just all be lagers.
Matt's in town.
Matt's happy.
Good.
All right, well,
Good.
Yep, you go. Sorry, who did I cut off?
No, please.
Let's move on to the bourbon then.
No, yes.
What do you reckon?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Communal pop.
All right.
This one should come through that beer, I reckon.
So yeah, bourbon's not really at the core of what we do, but we do get bourbons through, and we've obviously had quite a few with B5. What are we up to? 18, 19? What's this? 18, yeah.
Yep.
So even just from distillery B5, we've had now 18 casks past our tasting panel. I've got a sample here. Yeah, I mean it's often confusing for especially newcomers. They see Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, and they're it's like, oh, what's this? This is not Scotch, and this is not malt whiskey. So it's sort of it's half of those two. But we have ever since
the single malt whiskey society. I thought you only did single malts.
No. What about come on.
Let him go.
Already. Wind me up.
At least this distillery spells whiskey the right way anyway. So
I knew someone was going to mention that. At least this Cascade Hollow spells it right. It's like, all right.
I mean, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The malt or
the no-e. Which one came first?
Yeah.
You know the answer to that, don't you?
The rooster.
The chicken and the egg were lying in bed together, and the chicken was looking really grumpy and upset, and the egg was going, and looked turned down and said, well, we answered that question.
All right, mark this time. That's where we need to edit out Ray before we upload it to YouTube. This is a PG stream.
PG.
That'll probably be my best contribution to the discussion tonight too, by the way. So yeah.
It was a good contribution. Well
If
done.
it's all like that, I'm okay. Let's go.
If it was PG, it would have denied Jarvis's login. We're
Well, I
all
was thinking anyway. Sorry, Matt, we've stolen the show, but I'm thinking when Seamus was having his beer and there's sort of like beer in his moustache, his beer is like, how much sex appeal can you get in one screen? Like, you know, like look at this.
Yeah.
good. I thought it was amazing.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, moving right along, Matt. So you do that, and it's
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
glad
the
you
funny
did
story is
this.
that every time a society introduced spirit that wasn't Scotch throughout the years, there's been uproar, and I think that's kind of fun because it's always been that sort of like. One of my favorites was when Distillery 51 came around for us, which in our coding system is a rather substantial Irish distillery. And it was there's letters that were written into the editor of the newsletter at the time that said, what comes next? Women's clothing in Harrods, BMW is not built in Bavaria, and my beloved Scotch Malt Whisky Society are bottling horrible Irish whiskey. And I'm sure there was all sorts of upset when the first bourbons or ryes or even Indian or Japanese or Taiwanese whiskies were bottled. But I think that's just part of the journey and part of the story. And that's why we're really excited when we do get these single casks through of bourbon.
I kind of like it. I like how you like with Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and we do this. Well, one to bring up, Simon, is Boutique. So they got the Boutique Whiskey Company, that Boutique Whiskey Company. But then when they do a rum or a gin or whatever, it's in company or and that just gets hard, Simon. We're Scotch Malt, and we're doing this too, so deal with it. So.
You see, we've bottled a lot of international whiskies, but unlike, Boutique definitely has us there when it comes to the number of countries bottled. We haven't quite bottled 1-year-old German Weissbier yet, or all the other weird stuff that Boutique have done over the years. So
a 40-day-old wheat spirit.
Yeah, 40-day-old wheat spirit from Switzerland or something. It's like cool. That's good fun. In the end, for us, it's always been about flavor. It's always been about the journey of flavor and enjoying whatever comes out of these distilleries. And I think if people get too wrapped up in, which country it's from or which malt bill it is or whatever, and it's like all that information is readily available, but it's not really what you're going in for.
I can see a comment from Whiskey is My Jam, and he's very happy you're doing bourbon. He quite likes it. I've even got video footage of him actually paying for a cocktail of bourbon. He said he'd never turn, but he's turning.
I think he's a closet bourbon drinker. I think he's always loved bourbon, but just hasn't come out yet.
Well, since we are talking bourbon, Mr. Naysay Bourbon Teagues, who is a massive fan of Scotch Malt Whisky Society, how's the bourbon going down, young man?
Oh, look, full credit on the nose. Massive, cool coconut rough thing going on immediately. But look, on the palate, it's another corn juice. So
it's literally what it is. So
quite literally corn juice.
Yeah, I'm cleaning my palate with the 26 I've saved. So.
It works very well with the Voodoo Charm, though. From one drop, I have to say.
Before or after
coconut rough with this little tropical bomb we got here.
Yep.
Good times.
As far as bourbons go, this is a good bourbon.
And if you can get away with not saying the name, I sometimes call this distillery not Jack Daniels, if that makes it any easier.
It's a good one.
The other one
would have to be Dickel almost, wouldn't
it? Almost.
Close.
I mean, what else are you picking from, really? Down in the hollow. Let's go. So, not Jack Daniels. Yeah. Thank you.
But this one, this one is exclusive to Whiskey Wayfarers, and we're very excited that there's the quote, a good bourbon. So that's about as high praise as we're going to get for a bourbon from Teague. That's good. I like that. That's good. So this one is exclusive to Wayfarers, and we're really excited to work with Ray on this because we've we've Ray and I mean, we've talked about this on the preview stream, but we've been sort of back and forth for years now, saying how cool would it be to do something like this, where we've have something that, and I said, well, I've got this B5 and it's all yours. Like, it's just like this. I'm only getting 42 bottles in the country, and it's like, why don't we do something with this? And I know your audience really appreciates the bourbon, and so do I. But it's like, I thought this would work really well, especially a single cask from this this Cascade Hollow distillery.
Yeah, and for me, like a single barrel, barrel proof, barrel strength, however you want to go down that road, even a rye, obviously. But the American whiskey is more my jam than a malt usually. It's just got all the flavor, and you have the spent flavor from the barrel, but that's okay. No, I'm kidding. Love of whiskey all around. But just the 7 years and the ABV, it just doesn't. It doesn't nose like that. It doesn't palate like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it just
true.
goes down very well.
With the current state of affairs in the bourbon world, Matt, obviously there's distilleries being mothballed left, right, and centre. Is there going to be more opportunity for SMWS to get more American whiskey casks offered to them? Is that something you see?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, there's two sort of channels for us, because we also look our big sort of focus in the US is for this stuff is often through Single Cask Nation. But I mean, it's quite funny. There's I think we've got 12 or 13 casks of American whiskey that were matured in America that are waiting to be bottled for us. And they're sitting at the bottling hall, and they have been sitting at the bottling hall for 13 months now. So there's such a backlog on that stuff as well, like just getting the spirit actually bottled up and sent out. And it first became down to transport of that goods. It's not the longest story at the moment isn't maturation, it's bottling. And so I think, there will be some opportunities coming through, but it's and we'll see them through the society, which we're going to keep bottling bourbon through the society, which is great. But it's just there's one supplier we work with in the US who are just they've been sitting on those 13 casks now. They've been tipped already, so they're not maturing any further. They're ready to go, but they're just not bottled yet. So
is there perhaps would you ship them to the UK to bottle, or is it you always want to bottle in the US for that?
I mean, I think in the past some of our American stock has definitely been bottled in the UK a long time ago, but I mean, I think it just makes sense to bottle. I mean, to ship all that liquid over to another territory just adds another layer of price to the bottlings, which are just we'll just wait.
Fair enough.
Unless you're happy adding, suddenly you're adding $15, $20, $25 per bottle in extra costs, just in freight costs, and it's it doesn't make any sense. So we'll just sit on it and wait for them.
All right.
Is it adding any different distilleries in there, Matt, with that 13, or is it just from the same 9 you already do?
There's a couple of single malt codes in there coming through as in American single malts.
Cool.
Which we have not seen before. But there's also one new B5 code in there, but all the rest are existing stocks. Yeah. Existing codes, I should say, existing distilleries.
And you approach, I think, I don't know if we got around to it, but are you approaching other bourbon distilleries to SMWS more coding rather than only the ones you got, or you're just going to sit on?
Yeah, no, there's new ones always coming through. I mean, the focus around the new codes at the moment is definitely around malt whiskey codes, but there's always opportunity for new codes. And I think really Jason, Joshua, and Jess from Single Cask Nation are really sort of spearheading the American effort at the moment with all the casks that they're looking after. I mean, that was a big boon for us picking them up in the US because we've got all this sort of this channel of American whiskey and distribution over there. So they really know what they're doing, and also helps that one of them works at Impex. So I was like, well, they are their own distributor for their own product, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, new malt codes coming through this year, which is always fun.
Anything more coming out of B1?
Justin,
B1.
Yeah.
I'd have to check. Sorry, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Fair enough.
Justin, you're new to SMWS. You're not much in the malts, mate. You're into the bourbons as well. What's your thoughts on malt and bourbon so far? Is he frozen? I think he's frozen.
He's vanished. As soon as you asked the question, he just ducked out.
He's doing your trick. Matt, where you just pause it.
Oh, my old trick. I was telling someone about that trick the other day, and they were like, "Oh, there's no way you actually did that." And I was like, "What do you mean? Of course I did that. That was great. That was my Zoom get out of jail free card throughout endless COVID meetings. Just don't do any sudden movements. Just nod and smile.
Nod, smile, no. Back down.
Endless COVID. Yeah, it was good.
Or if anyone has any of that 26 left, it's well worth a revisit, by the way.
Well, I was about to say, so I'd like to say earlier, I said I got like that fresh tobacco pouch. I accidentally poured the rye instead of the 26. So that sort of makes a lot more sense. I get a lot of that juicy fruit now that you said, and less tobacco.
You're like, I
was trying to figure out where you're going with that.
Well, when he said it, I was going to go, did you have 3 cigarettes before you come on the stream? Or like, where is that taste profile, coming from? That makes sense then.
I was trying to hear
fourth generation tobacconist, I took huge offence to that tasting note. I had someone correct me.
I was picking up my bottle. I was like, no, surely didn't crack the 24. No, that's... right.
Well, you did say you don't know why, but I'm getting this.
Yes. See,
you weren't wrong. You're just the wrong time.
I do remember somebody in this room agreeing with me, though.
Simon was just being nice, mate.
I'm just deflecting, just trying to deflect. Anyway, the 26 is really good.
Now.
Look, it's my first day. I'm sorry.
That's fair enough.
That's okay. All right. Moving right along. Okay, well, I guess we best try some more malt then. Oh no, we're going on to
really
tobacco pouch.
I like to always confuse the situation with this one, and let's go on to this finish. What the finish of what? It is finish.
Oh.
And I'm interested to see. Well, that's it. It's a finish rye. There you go. Finished in what? Tell them, Matt.
Is there any way to kick a host from the stream?
I'm looking forward to what everyone reckons of this. We know what John thinks of this one, but I'm looking forward to know what everyone else reckons.
You see, I deliberately chose this one for you, Ray, because I was like, first of all, I know you like your bourbons, and I know your audience likes their bourbons, but they also like their ryes. And a part of me went, you know what, we do bottle a few ryes, and they usually fall under not always fall under the RW code, but they're far and few between. And we've had some fantastic rye out of Few in Chicago, out of and a few others and other distilleries. Simon, I know you've worked with Few as well.
Absolutely.
And it's like but this one's a bit different, and this was a very divisive rye for many people. And I know that people have tasted this distillery and gone, I don't like that at all, and others who have loved it and just gone like, how do I get more of that? And I think that's kind of the fun of whiskey, is that these kind of whiskeys exist, and we get to sort of enjoy them and be like, it's a rye whiskey from Finland, and it's
finished. Right.
Yeah, we've done a lot of work with this.
I got the joke. I got the joke the first time, Ray. That's fine. That's fine. It was even worse the second.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm here all day. No, but what I also like, I absolutely love this. Right. And a 5-year-old, and what is it, 58.3? I think it's fantastic. And I think you and I were chatting. It's interesting because, like I said, I have a lot of people who love American ryes, and I think that the Michter's or the Rittenhouse or the classic American ryes everyone's used to, when they're trying a rye, they're actually comparing it to that, which is just nuts, because it's not what you should be comparing it to. It's its own dram, and it stands up for me. I think it's fantastic.
I don't get into the ryes too often, but this is just beautiful. That is
yeah.
These guys make fantastic spirit. We've done a lot of work with them as well, and in the UK we done a lot of distribution for them and bottled them as well. They make fantastic juice. They're impossible to pronounce is the problem.
Yeah.
What's good is
Can you try?
I'd love to hear it. Come on.
It's like Kuro, but it's spelled Cairo. If you're going to say it Aussie, Cairo Distillery.
Cairo.
But absolutely not how it's pronounced. So,
Right, so you just
Yeah,
offended.
There you go. RW 6.6, 214 bottles, and I think it's absolutely delicious.
Their branding is
I
very
guess
similar
it's tobacco
to
pouch.
Waiheke in New Zealand as well, if anyone's
yeah,
noticed.
yeah, cool branding.
I mean, the fact that it's very similar, I wouldn't say is a cool thing, though. I mean, it's like it's but it's whatever, But some of the tasting notes on this one, the full notes were saying things like smoked apple pulp, farmhouse cider, paraffin lamp,
Yeah,
scorched heather, apple donuts with cinnamon and smoky maple syrup, toasted almond flakes. Very, very intriguing.
well,
whiskey.
your tobacco pouch, note before Jarvis is absolutely right. It's for me. It's probably like Port Royal, if anyone remembers that. If anyone's
yeah.
next smoker.
The port smoked tobacco pouch.
Yeah.
I sort of get like this soupy minestrone soup on it as well, on the nose.
Which one? A minestrone.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's good. I love it.
Are you on the right dram? Firstly, before we get-
We're
gonna be the
drinking
joke
a one drop
forever.
now, right?
but before we agree with you and look like tools,
I'm just going to trigger Andrew here. Minestrone is one of my favorite tasting notes for Glenfarclas often. I get like gazpacho, vegetable soup / minestrone sort of notes that I get out of a lot of Farkless. Well, I should say modern.
Actually, Matt, our mutual friend Tony Chapman has exactly the same thing, and he always use the term soup mix. So,
soup mix, yeah.
Is it like because it's a savory note coming through? It's something to do with
absolutely.
Bills, Maillard, right? Cool.
Maillard, yeah. Maillard's such a cool word.
That's a good question as well.
So I'm new to
guys.
SMWS. When you said there's only 268 were bottled in Australia and only got 24 or 36 bottles, who gets the other bottles? Are there different companies like SMWS? No. The other bottles go to other branches. There's 34 branches of the society around the world now. I'd like to do a quick shout out for the newest society branches in SMWS Vietnam, SMWS Mexico, and so this is everyone's vying for a portion of that cask, and it's sort of, and then there'll be other casks that there's a lot of casks that might just be UK and US only, and then there'll be other casks that are just Japan and America only, or or South America only, whatever. Like there's all sorts of things get split up around the place, but so if we're getting 10-15%, that's pretty good of a cask, and then the rest will go to other branches, which means that we get to share these around the world. But that's the nature of single cask whiskey, is that it's not a massive batch. It's not 1,000 bottles per batch or 10,000 bottles per batch. I've seen whiskies that are 3,000 bottles that are called small batch. I don't know what that means anymore, that word. But
it's never meant anything, has
no,
it?
I don't know. Yeah, it's never meant anything. I think I lost track of that wording when Jim Beam were putting it on their main range anyway. No offense to Jim Beam. Please keep sending us casks.
Pay attention, Matt. There's another question right up on the screen.
Who decides who gets what in each country? Well, that's the complicated task of the commercial team, really. That's two ladies named Agatha and Xiao Chen look after that these days, and Shona. So Shona is an absolute legend. So those three women look after all the global allocations and where things go and where things move. And they say, this cask will be split up between, say, Taiwan, Japan, and Australia, or this cask will be New Zealand, South Africa, and Taiwan, or whatever those allocations look like. They do try and keep it very, very fair and very balanced across the markets, which is always good to see. And because we're such a pest in their back pocket that that we generally get some things which other markets don't, which is always fun.
We should get them on the stream one night and get rid of you, Matt. Like, not get rid of you, just like replace you temporarily.
What the hell? Okay, fine, whatever. We can get the commercial team on if you want. That'll be fine.
Yeah, John? No. As you all were. But we forgot. We need to crack this next.
Oh
fillet
yeah,
here.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
This
Seamus,
feels
tell us about
quite
this next
heavy
beer,
as
yeah.
well, Seamus. Should you turn these beers first? Because,
Yeah, probably give it a little roll and a flip.
Oh, can I tell you all a story
Yeah.
about One Drop? We done a tasting with One Drop a good while ago. Me and John were on it, and he was.
Oh,
It was before the cameras turned on, and as you know, we turn them on very close to or past the time where we should be live. And he had a One Drop can. It's got the little black sticker on it which says "give it a little shake" or whatever. He's like, "Oh, are you sure it's good?" I'm just like, "No, mate, no, you got to give that thing a shake." Hey, he listened to me, and he shot the beer all over his laptop, everywhere. Help! Help! Oh, it was fantastic.
So who do you
Couldn't happen to a better
friends
fella.
like you, Ray, with friends like you.
Why would you listen to me? We were late for that one. Just so you
We've
know.
been late for every single stream we've done. I was on tonight at 7:20, just so you know.
If we're early, no one will turn up.
All
There
right.
you go.
All right.
It'll be unexpected.
So
All right.
what's this
Well,
beer? What's this beer? Tell us about it.
So yeah, this one is Feel It, which is we've got mango, blueberry, lemon, ice cream. I'm actually curious to
I was
see
gonna
if
say,
the lemon is going to
ice
come
cream.
through.
Oh, that vanilla up front's huge.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask if anyone in the chat who hasn't had a One Drop can before as well. Like it's such a unique brand. Yeah, like I've certainly
Yeah.
That's what it looks
love
like.
it. Oh, this one just overflowed my glass. I feel like you jinxed me, Ray.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you pour them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, yeah. So obviously it's a little bit less crazy thick, and that'd probably be just due to the absence of banana and the coconut cream. But yeah, it's like this one. Yeah, it's got a quite nice lemony kick to it. I don't think I had much to do with this one when it was being fruited. So it is interesting to see that that's come through, which is quite nice. It's a little bit more acidic, but you know, everything's. We always try to keep it a bit balanced. You know, you can't go too crazy, making things too sour, even though it is a sour ale. We're always trying to like keep
Doesn't
it.
come across too sour, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can't go too crazy is really in the One Drop mantra. Like it's they are some of the craziest beers you'll come across.
Yeah, I know. I think that's coming from the inside. We're always pulling things back. Oh, don't add too much of that. But yeah, from the outside, it just must seem like, what are these crazy guys doing? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really look like a beer. And the bubbles. This one's got really good. Those big One Drop bubbles coming through. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not.
How long does it take
But
to
yeah.
make a beer? Like from start to finish? Is it like a gin where you can sort of punch it down in 12 hours, or
Sorry, say that again.
12
how
hours.
long does it
That's
take
a
to make a
very
beer? Like, is it like how long does it take to make a beer?
Oh, just in general. Well,
Well, one of your beers, not in general, not like a VB. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's about a 2-week process from brewing through fermentation, and then conditioning, and in this case, adding fruit and all the extra stuff. But yeah, it kind of depends on the beer. I mean, if you're doing a lager and you're trying to actually lager it, it could take months.
so I've just got a random question, Seamus. What's your favourite kind of beer? I mean, you've mentioned a certain beer a lot tonight.
Can't say VB.
You said lager before. You said lager earlier, yeah.
Lager.
Yeah. I do keep coming back to lagers.
Correct.
I mean, they're a classic for a reason, right? But I think, yeah, I'm definitely getting more of an appreciation for the sour now that I work at One Drop, especially like the not cream ones, just like a normal fruited sour.
The double take stuff you guys do, those Imperial fruit
Yeah,
are crazy.
yeah. So with the double takes, we'll put fruit in primary fermentation and try and get a bit of slightly different character, like the yeast will interact with the fruit and ferment some of the sugars in that. And we'll still add extra flavor at the end with some concentrate and things like that. But yeah, the double takes are a lot of fun. We recently did a Belgian cherry sour, like a Creek, I think it's called in Belgium. That came out really nice.
I do love a Creek.
Like,
yeah.
Do you do any sort of lambic style fermentation, like just open vats and stuff? Are you guys much more controlled than that?
Not usually, but we are in the middle of a collaboration with Slow Lane at the moment with some wild fermentation stuff that we've got tucked away down the back of the warehouse. It's not like open; it's all enclosed. I think there's a Brettanomyces fermenting with fruit, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But yeah, you can't really do too much like that wild ferment stuff and also try to run a normal brewery because
once it's in there, it's in there, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. We already sort of run the risk using lactobacillus to sour our sours. That's sort of tricky enough trying to keep that contained, let alone doing full wild fermentation.
We'll have to jump you guys back on in a few months, or a couple of months, Seamus, when you got your stouts out, because yes, your stouts are a lot of fun for me, and we enjoy a stout with bourbons.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, the stouts would be perfect for this.
Big stout fan, Jarvis. You don't mind a stout, do you?
Oh look, I am partial to the odd stout.
Partial is one word. All right, shall we move on to the last
the big boy at the
dram?
end? Yeah,
dark and chewy.
The big boy.
So this last whiskey is from Distillery 24. Just to play a bit of a game with you all, just to give you a bit of context for those who are not as familiar with the Society coding system. Maybe something I should have mentioned 3 drams ago. The first number indicates the distillery code as to when they joined the Society. And the second number indicates the number of casks as passed by the tasting panel. So when you see, what's the
191.
Thank you, 191 on this one. 24.191 means that in 40-ish years, we've bottled 191 casks from this distillery. Now, we may have been offered up a lot more. A lot more may have been through panel, but 191 past panel. We've got a really good direct relationship with this big distillery in Scotland, and with after 16 years, this one's held up to 62.2%. Now, the reason why I want to include this particular whiskey in the lineup for tonight as well, and Ray's got maybe has a bit of an announcement about maybe a little bit of sneaky bit of this to sell. I don't know if that's already vanished or not.
No, that's gone.
Oh, that's gone. Okay, there you go.
Only thing we've got left is the
B,
the RW.
Yep. One RW and some Bs.
And one Clynelish.
There you go.
Am I allowed to say that? And one
126, you mean 126.
126, yeah.
No, you can say Clynelish, that's fine. I can't say it. You can say it. See how that works. But this is but yeah, this 24.
Is this a whiskey saga for all those that are?
Yeah. The most referenced website in Society history is not our own. I know that. But yeah, it's it's this 24 is the big M, is the and it's the reason I want to include this is because whiskeys like this often, when they pop up, which is not very often, when they do pop up, they just get squirreled away. Let's be real. These are something that gets tucked into a cupboard. They get sort of only open on a special occasion because it's 16-year-old single cask sherry Macallan. It's kind of cool to be able to taste this, but at the same time, it's not to everyone's taste, as I've found. These are big sherried whiskies, 16 years and 62.2%. It's pretty chunky. It's sort of like if you sort of like your lower ABV, or if you like your more ex-bourbon cask sort of style, then that might not be your bag. But at the same time, I think it also might be. something that you really is worth trying anyway, and see how this spirit. Also, let's be real. If this whiskey had the name on the label and came from that distillery, you'd be adding a 0 at the end.
Quite easily, yeah.
Especially at cask strength, absolutely.
Yeah, especially single cask strength. Like you'd be looking at the number that it is, which I think they retail for like 370.
Just the crystal decanter would be put in would be more than what you're paying for this whiskey from SMWS.
So Simon, I'll go you one further. The stopper in the crystal decanter will be more than this whiskey was charging, let alone the crystal decanter itself. So yes, I think it's really
the brand manager.
I think we were 399, Matt, for these ones.
Yeah, 399, which you know what? I was at a tasting only 2 years ago where there was an 11-year-old single cask from the distillery poured, and it was $3,200. So you go, you know what? 16-year-old single cask, this cask strength from this distillery is bloody good value.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So I'm trying to think of the right words. When's it going out? Like, is there a time frame, like of availability? How much does Australia have? Like, what are we looking at with this?
Yeah, I mean, not much, mate. I mean, we're talking a few cases.
Well, not much. Could be like 6 bottles or 60 bottles. So
okay. 24.19.
191.
Yeah, 19 Dark and Chewy Beast. Yeah, there's 30 bottles that ever came into the country. That's it. There were a smattering of them here and there. In fact, Andrew, it's on the stream with us right now, might even be featuring this at a particular event coming up.
I could well be, yes.
And so
is that one of the RACV?
We've got like 12 bottles. There you go. So that's it. Like that's it. And that's why the opportunity to actually open and share this around is kind of a bit special.
May we know the upcoming event? Is it the Roosevelt tasting, the RACV? What's coming up?
It's the Grand Tour of Scotland event, which we are taking to most capital cities, not all, but Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth at this stage.
Boo. It's good for
Brisbane always misses out.
Oh.
Killing me.
Scott, to answer you, there's some questions from Scott Tucker I just want to just address. Will this 24.191 be available on SMWS? Yes, it will be, Scott. This will be coming out. And no, I don't think it'll be via ballot. It'll just be first in, best dressed. And there's not much to go around. And
Excellent.
It's just, we look, I'll be honest, we try to avoid ballot. We really try to avoid it. If it has to happen, it has to happen. But we try to avoid it because members are already, they're paying for membership. They should get access to these bottlings as best we can. I am a bit pro ballot sometimes, which does infuriate some members because I want there to be enough evenness of supply for those who have fast or slow internet connections. So those with fast trigger fingers, often with faster connections, mean they get whiskies first. And I'm sort of like, well, we have members who live in rural areas that might not have as fast NBNs, etc. So, but like, so you've got to sort of play it fair. But I don't think it'll be ballot. But the best thing to do is to go to one of just book in for a tour of Scotland event, and get to taste it. Yeah.
When you look at an allocation though, too, mate, like you can't do it any perfect way. Whether you do a ballot or you do a first in best, or you want. There's always
that's right. There's always going to be someone that's going to be unhappy.
You don't have enough to go around.
It's the nature of it.
The bottom line is you don't have enough to go around, and look, for what you do have going around and help and putting this together for us and putting this one on the table for everyone to try at home. It's awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And by the way, just speaking of that, Ray, and the way things that what did I miss there?
Just Corey playing a good hand.
Corey.
Mm-hmm.
What a prick. I reckon ballot them out.
Ballot them out. Yeah, maybe. I mean, look. We'll see what we can do. But look, this is. I mean, Andrew will remember this. Andrew David will remember this. There was a few years ago. There was a 33 that we got through. That was I can't remember the code on it, but it was from Distillery 33 in Isla, which is very lusted after from members and whiskey drinkers. And we only got 12 bottles in the country, so that was one of those moments of what do we do? So we were like, we didn't even sell it. We just poured it at all the events. We didn't sell a bottle of it. Every single bottle went into events. We're like, you know what? That's a good way to share it around best as possible, rather than people fighting over what will invariably be 8 bottles on a ballot or something. It's like, and a bottle goes to a partner bar, or a bottle goes to an event or something. It's like, no, let's just pour them all and open them all and share them around. I think that's what whiskey's about.
And
like,
the best thing about that, Matt, was like 350 people got to try them as a result.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to enjoy them. There's no sort of like, oh, I missed out or anything. Well, just book in. There you go. And
There's even stuff I remember when you launched Jacaranda Jam. I was there hitting refresh, managed to get a bottle. That sold out like in a minute, maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was. I'll say that was under 30 seconds. That one. We probably, given there was only 106 bottles or something of that, we probably overhyped that. We probably should have just quietly released that one so it sold out in 2 minutes rather than 30 seconds.
The first thing I did is crack a bottle and share it with the tasting over COVID. It was that's the thing to do with those bottles.
Yeah. Just to address Jason's questions, if you can throw that up, Ray, can we reserve a bottle for being on the live stream? No. But what you can do is there's 2 options here. You can join the society if you're not already a member, and if and use the code. What did we say? We said SMWS Wayfarer for the whiskey for the bottle of the moment, or just use the code Oaken Origin on the other one. I'll post the links in the group for you guys after the stream. But then. Or you can come to Andrew's Tours. I think there's still tickets in some cities available for that, for the Grand Tour of Scotland. Come along.
I think Melbourne is sold out. There are still seats at the other cities. So.
And what's the deal with the bottle you're offering tonight, Ray? Isn't there some crazy membership deal we get with that bottle?
Yeah. So if you're not a member of Scotch Malt Whisky Society. That have great bourbons, as you know, because we have a lot of bourbon enthusiasts that follow us. But you'll get a free membership with a bottle of B5, and you've coined it 2 different ways, Matt. With so we'll put that up on the chat shortly in this with the video as well, but also on the group, so you all got it. But it should be there for you to be able to see it on all the other stuff that we've put up. But we'll definitely make sure that you've got it there. And basically, I think how it works, Matt, is with the membership and the bottle, you pretty much get a free bottle.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get your first bottle free. Basically, it's the best way to think about it. Or membership plus extra off sort of thing. So, if you're not a member of the society yet, and I really appreciate Ray helping us out here, and bring these whiskies around, and he's got this exclusive B5 which you can pick up from Ray, and that's only through Whiskey Wayfarers, but we're doing a membership offer as well at the same time. So. I'll post that up. Actually, I'll post it in a comment on the chat so everyone can see it. And you can post it up on the screen if you want.
Yep, perfect.
Find my footing again here. Here we go.
Find your footing.
Yes, mate, find my footing. You know how it works.
What do you do with your keyboard?
While Matt's just digging that up, there's a comment from Jason here about Boo. I'm in Melbourne, so he can't get to that Melbourne event. The society has a partner bar in Melbourne, Whiskey and Almond. And they have a fantastic range of society bottling. So you could certainly pop along to Whiskey and Almond and try a bunch of Scotch Malt Whisky Society bottlings. And the crew behind the bar, they're absolute champions, and they'll guide you and help you and tell you everything you need to know.
That would almost have almost all of your releases, right? Like the amount of SMWS I got sitting there is so cool.
They don't miss too many.
Yeah, it does a great job, that team there.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yes. So a few people are asking if they've already got the B5 and everything, that they get a free membership with the bottle they already got. That's correct.
If you're not already a member, it's only for new members, unfortunately. This one,
Yeah. So I just need to send all that through to you, Matt, so you can.
What do you get if you're already a member? A high five?
You get a crisp high five and a firm handshake, mate. It's the best I can offer you, Simon.
Okay.
Look forward to 3 of those instead of my free memberships. Great.
You're going to see a new member join called Bori Deridith. You know, it's like, look at this. Look, he just came in. Look at this. Very cheap way to get it. Unbelievable. Well, a new member, Corey. I'll take it. Amazing.
Love it. All right. Well, that's a pretty good lineup. I don't think Restream allows us to do polls yet, does it, John?
Scott, Scott Tucker, if your membership is lapsed, you can just join with that new code. That's fine. Yep, jump in.
Don't make
sense. Ray, were you saying something, or you got distracted? What do you need?
No, we're going to do a poll. We're going to try a poll. Everyone's going to have to hold their hands up, take a photo up at home, and put on the chat with number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we'll work it all out.
But make sure you get 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the correct order, not 1, not 3, 1.
I think that was just you, John. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're all good, mate. We got it.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. Look, it's a difficult system. So just making sure.
Big fan of drinking it as it is, but that 24 takes water really, really well. Like just drinks it.
It's funny you say that. I one of my rules of thumb that I know Andrew and I have both said, and Andrew's probably sick of me saying it, but I always say ex-bourbon casks generally work well with a few drops. Ex-sherry casks are tread carefully, and super old whiskey almost never. But it's like that one is one of those ones where it's an ex-sherry, very heavily sherried whiskey that actually does work well with a few drops.
Yes, it sticks to the tongue. It's quite quite sticky. It's good though. But whiskey is my jam. Zach accidentally written 4 instead of 2. That's okay though. But there you go. that's right. So yeah. In the comments on Facebook too, guys, it all pops up here for us. So if you want to chuck your favorite in there, for you have packs at home, that'd be great. Number 2, there you go, Matt. Good boy.
Yes,
you're welcome. Oh, you didn't put up a comment as well. I've already put it in the chat. It's fine.
And what do we got? We got Feel It or Voodoo. So just Feel It or Voodoo. I really enjoyed both. Feel It was better for me. I think that was good.
Yeah, I think I prefer the Feel It as well, to be honest.
Yep.
Lodo Czech Pilsner for me.
There you go. What was I got a question for you, Seamus. What was your favourite whiskey? You don't sing whiskeys very much, so which one was yours tonight?
Yeah, well, honestly, I really enjoyed them all. I think probably the last one, which was the Dark and Cherry Beast.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
Yeah, 26.228. That was good.
Yeah.
4 and 4.
You idiot.
They were actually surprisingly good beer pairings, by the way. I'll be honest, I came into this thinking, well, how on earth are sours going to work with these? And the matches actually worked pretty well. So well done to the crew who put that together and paired them. That was great.
Yeah, definitely different. I always like to, with the beers and the whiskeys, ask everyone which order do they like it in. But definitely with the 1-drops, I'd always say I'll definitely have the whiskey after the beer. I think it complements it better that way around. And probably I'd also have whiskey after a VB too, just to wash the VB out of my mouth.
Why do you have VB, Ray?
But I feel like next time I'm in Melbourne with Matt and we're at a bar, I'm going to have to drink VB with him. And it's just...
Mate, it's called Victoria Bitter for a reason. You've got to drink it in Victoria. Or I can even allow you a Melbourne Bitter. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll drink a Melbourne.
One of the greatest domestic beers of all time is going to be Tooheys Old.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I'll agree with that. That's very good beer.
Great job.
Not seen very commonly on tap up here, down here, I should say.
What black beer you got?
Huh?
What black beer do you guys have? Carlton Black, no doubt. 100%.
Yeah, Carlton Black or something. Who knows, mate?
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think that's about all we got. Thanks very much.
I think it's good timing. We're almost bang on time, allowing for the 5 minutes you're late.
You're welcome.
If Ray's 5 late, he's 10 early. So
yeah. Perfectly said.
Amazing.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Matt. Thank you, Seamus. That was a stellar lineup.
Yeah, thanks, Seamus. That was fantastic for those beers and
Awesome.
and
thank you guys for having me on.
Thanks to the Wayfarers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks, Seamus. Thanks for coming along. Bailey, Durbridge, good to have you on. The rest of you Muppets as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. And just thank you to everybody who bought a pack and has jumped on board for the tasting and even just watching the stream tonight and tuning in. It's been appreciated.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Thank you all. I think we're going to end it now, aren't we? So
yeah.
Shall we?